Jacq, you know what I love about frittatas? You can put whatever you want into it. They're so versatile and a great way to use up leftovers or any vegetables that are starting to come to the end of their life.
That's so true.
So today, we're doing a mixed mushroom and asparagus frittata. It's going to be quick, super simple, but super duper tasty.
I'm excited
All
for
right.
this.
Now, when I said there was no meat today, it was correct, but there is lots of butter and lots of cheese.
And you love butter.
I do love butter because butter equals flavour, especially when you're using a true organic butter, Australian cows, and when you use good quality butter, things just taste better.
Yes.
So I don't want to shock you, but I'm going to go with about 150 grams of butter into our pan. Would you be able to start ripping up? All I want to do is just tear these beautiful mushrooms up. We've got a real mixture of mushrooms here for shimeji, enoki, and oyster mushrooms. How good?
I love mushrooms, and they do provide that meatiness to a dish where otherwise there isn't meat. Lots and lots of flavour in this variety as well.
Now, of course, butter and thyme are a match made in heaven. They absolutely love each other. So I've got some beautiful fresh thyme that I'm just going to slice up and get a good whack of our fresh thyme into that butter to really infuse and become friends with the butter. Now, asparagus. What are your thoughts on the old asparagus?
I love asparagus actually, and because they're such a beautiful seasonal veggie as well, you really can pick them up in the springtime and they're lovely and fresh and crisp.
I'm going to grab a wooden spoon and just start to mix our butter. That's getting nice and gorgeous. Now, these mushrooms can literally go straight in. We really want to get them sizzling. Yeah, just tear them in. So with this asparagus, Jacq, I just want about 3 centimetre pieces.
Yep.
So I'm just going to just roughly chop it. I want it nice and chunky in our frittata. Beautiful. Now, at these ends, I'm just going to chop them a little bit smaller because I don't want to waste them.
Definitely not. Asparagus is too good to waste. You know, actually, if you eat asparagus raw, then it retains something called the prebiotic fibre. And that's the type of fibre that our gut absolutely loves. So some raw asparagus, finely shaved into salads, is a really nice way to get those fibres in and feed our gut health.
Now, I've got some chopped garlic here. I'm ready for it to go in. See you later. Asparagus spears can go in. Eggs. We've got 8 beautiful free-range eggs that's going to form the basis for our delicious frittata. So they can all go into our jug.
Sure can.
Asparagus goes into the pan. Give that a little mix around. Try not to make a horrible mess like me. Now, these are frying off nicely. Now, I don't want to overcook them because they will continue to cook in our frittata dish as it's baking in the oven. So a good hit of salt. If you want to give them a good whisk, I've got some thickened cream here that I'm just going to pour in as you whisk. Lovely. And a good hit of black pepper into our asparagus and our mushies.
What else can I get into these eggs? Anything?
Yes. Could you just finely chop some chives?
Yes.
Our mushroom and asparagus are done, so I'm just going to turn the heat off. Now, in the bottom of our pan, Jacq, I've got some baby spinach here.
Yep.
I'm not even going to bother cooking this. This is just going to form the bottom layer for our frittata, so that can go straight into our dish. Then we can go on with our mushroom and asparagus mix.
Gosh, that smells good.
Oh, yeah. It's probably the butter, I reckon. And just spread that around our dish, making sure every piece of frittata will have lots of mushies and lots of asparagus in there. We've got a couple of cheeses to go on our frittata, so a nice cheddar, which, Jacq, if you could grate that cheddar for me, that would be fantastic. I'll grab those eggs. Thank you for doing that.
Pleasure.
So they can pour all over. Oh, gorgeous. Now, with this feta cheese, I'm just going to crumble it over the top of our frittata. If you want to just sprinkle that cheddar all over the top of the frittata as well.
Can do.
Let's get cheesy, and I'm just going to literally crumble this whole block over the top and go for it. Now, to really accentuate that beautiful butter flavour, I'm just going to dot some butter on the top as well.
Tim.
So as it cooks, the butter's going to melt and sort of help to really caramelise the top of our frittata as well.
I wouldn't think anything less from you.
So just a few dots of our beautiful organic butter. Aussie grass-fed cows, come on, get on there.
You can see this butter's really beautiful quality as well because there's that richness in the colour.
It's actually yellow, which it's supposed to be. Now, I'm going to bang this in the oven, 200 degrees, 25 minutes or so, until that frittata's just set and all the top is melty and gooey, ready for the dinner table.
Very ready for this.
So our frittata's had about half an hour in the oven. How good does that look?
It smells good.
I'm going to cut us off a nice slab.
Plenty of melty cheese on there, and the butter has made it all beautiful and caramelised on the top as well.
That was the idea.
I'm looking forward to the spinach as the base as well, because when you put it together, I'd usually, oil or butter the tin that I'm cooking it in. But because of the spinach and all of the butter that you have in the frittata as well, you don't really need it, do you? That's looking sensational.
So there you go, packed full of those vegetables, mushroom and asparagus,
Yum.
nice and cheesy, buttery. That's what I want on a midweek meal.
I'm in.
All right, let's get in there. I'll get some mushroom and asparagus.
Bit of everything.
Bit of everything.
That's delicious. I love the combo of the cheeses, the feta, the cheddar. I love asparagus, so this one is 100% a recipe for me.
Aww.
But with the mushrooms and the baby spinach base, absolute cracker. Well done.
And I think I really encourage those at home to try out some different types of mushrooms, but when they're cooked in all that gorgeous butter, it is a win-win.
Butter makes everything better.
Yes.